Most of us, at some point in our adult life, have been in a situation where we've had to put our creative skills or hobbies to back burner. We either had to suppress it, dismiss it, or were made to believe that it cannot do anything beneficial to us. We started believing that creativity doesn't have any value until now, when the world of the web has challenged this notion enough. And now we've moved or are rapidly moving more and more into a culture of expression, opinion, creation, and co creation. Creative expression is now suddenly valued in a lot of cases, also has led to monetary gains. Welcome to today's episode of Questions I Wanted to Ask with me, Anshu, and it's only with me. I decided to do a solo episode today because I found the subject very, very personal. To a lot of extent, this is my story. So I thought, why not talk about the value of expression and why creativity uh, is very, very important for common people like you and I. There is a book called The Big Magic, and it talks about the power of creativity and expression and the process of it. In the book, it says that the universe buries strange jewels deep within us all and then stands back to see if we can find them. The hunt to cover all these jewels, that's creative living. What happens when we choose to create? When we choose to creatively express ourselves, we choose growth. More than growth, I feel we also let go of that fear of making a mistake, of being judged, uh, and we start to believe in the jewels of who we are. And I feel this is such a powerful way of living and a beautiful way of living. I wanted to share a very, very personal story. Last year, COVID took away someone very dear to me. Chinaji is what I called her. She was, though she was a close friend's mother, uh, I think I saw her as a friend. A 50 something doctor by profession. She loved dressing up and wearing beautiful saris and cooking. Honestly, now when I look back, I feel I saw a little bit of her in me and a little bit of me in her. Also, maybe I saw a piece of my mother, whom I lost many years back. Chinaji was so passionate about her love for saris that she would wear one new sari every day, document the story behind the sari, the way she dressed up, the way she dressed up, the accessories she chose to wear, the jewelry, the purse, the bindi. All of this became so integral to who she was. And I would go back every day to read her post on Instagram. When I wanted to record this episode, I really wished and I really hope that, I could get her to do this. But unfortunately, I can't. But what I have is that Instagram page where I can still go back and see the passion through which she told her story. Every story that she chose to speak about was her story. Of the multiple lives she lived, I think she lived some of those lives through those saris. So, why am I telling you all of this? Let me get back to you. That little thing of art that has deep down just stayed but never been documented enough. I want you to think about it. Imagine you loved sketching all your life. On the side, you've drawn doodles during lectures in schools and colleges, and you thought they were beautiful. You sketched when you were on the phone. You made something and you're like, wow, I made that. Uh, you would sketched unknowingly during the million Zoom calls that you've done in the last 2 years working from home, can you actually document some of them, put them together as some of your best sketch work or doodling work, and show it to maybe 10 of your closest friends? Well, that's the first stage of choosing to express. And if you're really happy with what you've created, maybe put up one such sketch at your home, in your house. The more you think beyond your regular work and your home life, maybe give 20 minutes each to sketching something really nice, more empowered you will feel. This episode was a little bit of my story, and maybe a lot of you who have similar story. Why don't you pick up that one thing that you really like, put it together, share it with your closest people, people who will judge you or maybe not judge you at all. Who cares? I'll be very happy to see if you would want to share something with me. I will be I will feel privileged if you can share that with me over email, over DM. Wherever you're listening to me, you will get my contact details. This podcast is available across all audio platforms and YouTube. And if you really like this episode, please drop in a review on Spotify and Apple. It would make a lot of difference to me. Share it with those two friends whom you think need that push to share their art, their creativity, their hobby. Thank you for listening to today's episode. A part of it was my story, which I chose to express and share. Let me know what you think about today's episode. Namaste.